Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce, Ulhasnagar 4 on digital platform for learning and teaching, Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Komal Kamra. Today, we are going to take one topic from first year BMS, first year BAF, first year BCBI, foundation course plain, that is FC plain, semester 2nd, about human rights, module 2. Human rights. We always talk on the lines of rights. Nobody is very much interested in talking on the lines of responsibilities, accountabilities and duties. So let us try and know what exactly the human rights are. Let's define. Human rights are rights inherent to all human beings, regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion or any other status. Human rights include the right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression, the right to work and education, and many more rights. Now let us try and understand what are the basic features coming under human rights. These are, first is religion. Everybody has a right to choose their religion. Whatever religion they are comfortable with, they can choose it. There are no hard and fast rules for imposing a particular religion on people. Another right is right to information. Every one of us have right to be informed, right to share information, right to viral information, right to receive information, right to demand information from government or non-government bodies. Movement. Movement means mobility. People are free or having rights to move from one end to another. It may be a town, a village, a city, a state or a country as well as globe. Association. It is another right, human right, to be associated with any of the organizations, any of the institutions, whatever comfortable he feels. Next is speech. Human beings are free to speak, free to express what they think, what they feel. If they have any problem, they have freedom of speech. Another is right to educate, that is education. Human rights must be given education as it is their basic right. And in India, this particular right must be followed or is being followed properly, and it should be followed with force. Another right is culture. Everybody is free as a human being possessing the human right to follow any culture. Here culture refers to the pattern of behavior, accepting certain ways of lifestyle, choosing a particular belief or faith or anything what suits him. Let's try and understand what is the need and importance of human rights. Why we are making or creating such a big bang for human rights. Let us see. Need and importance. Education. Everybody must be educated. That's why this has been put as a human right. Assembling, getting connected, getting associated, concentrating. This is also one of the important rights. That's why human rights are important. Association. People wish to be associated with very popular clubs, teams, groups, and institutions or many more things. Movement. People, if they are restricted to make a move from one end to another, they may not grow. So for the purpose of growth, movement is needed and it is important. That's why human rights are equally important. Religion. It is very important to know about religion and other rights related to human beings basically given in the constitution. That's why we feel that human rights study is needed and very much important. Speech. If people are suppressed or are being pressurized from not expressing themselves, there may not be the solution to the problems. To solve problems, to share knowledge, transfer information, speech is very much, that is freedom of speech is very important. Another reason for human rights to be needed and important are information. Information should be moved from one end to another in a smooth flow. Let it not be distorted, disturbed or manipulated. So information flow should be two-way, correctly and completely. There are certain objectives why human rights at international level were carried, and the general public or all the people of the globe were made known to the human rights. First objective is to describe what right is. To make people understand what exactly the right is. What does the mean? What does the word right means? To identify the main contents of the Human Rights Act 1998. Government of India passed an act, Human Rights Act in 1998, to describe do's and don'ts coming under human rights, as well as to guide people how can they make the use of rights they have. Next is to discuss the history of the Act and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR, that is Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This happened for the purpose of bringing the commonality or uniformity on the unanimous agreement of people, unions of various globes, and they declared universally certain human rights. To make this links between the EU and the British Human Rights Act, EU, European Union and British Human Rights Act, there were certain disconnections to bring the link between that. To identify the impact of the Human Rights Act on the work of the public services. In relation to public services, what are the human rights? This was an objective of creating, announcing, declaring Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now let us try and talk little on the area of Universal Declaration of Human Rights, significance within Indian perspective. Let us try and understand this Universal Declaration of Human Rights from Indian perspective point of view. Truly speaking, there had been 30 simple basic rights which an Indian possesses, or these human rights have been declared under Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Let us go through. First, we all are born free and equal. That means we must get freedom and treatment of equity since birth. Don't discriminate. It is our right not to be discriminated among races, caste, sex, age, religion, region, culture. The right to life. We possess the right to safeguard our lives, to survive. No slavery. Our right is to live freely, not to be the slave of anybody. No torture, no exploitation, no dominance, no torture. Let there be fair treatment given to everybody. You have rights no matter where you go. Wherever we go, the rights, these basic rights are common. Universal Declaration of Human Rights gives us authority. Wherever we go, wherever we move, we possess the equal human rights. In a nutshell, we can say all human beings of the globe, they possess more or less equal and similar rights. We are all equal before the law. Yes, if we compare ourselves within people, within ourselves, we all are equal in the eyes of law. Your human rights are protected by law. Yes, of course, government, law, constitution is supporting us in our human rights. No unfair detainment. Yes, we should not be detained or excluded from any of the privileges in an unfair way. The right to trial. Yes, we must be heard properly. We are always innocent till proven guilty. Yes, it is a common right, basic right. Until we are proven to be guilty, we are always right. We are innocent. It is in law or in court. The right to privacy. Every human being possesses the right to enjoy his or her privacy. Nobody should intervene in the privacy of anyone else. Freedom to move. We have freedom to move from one place to another. We have freedom to migrate. This is based on our choice, our requirements. Nobody can restrict us. The right to seek a safe place to live. Yes, it is a basic human right. 14th right, that we must choose. We have right to seek for, to demand for a safer place to live in protection. Right to nationality, right to a particular nationality. It is our right to get our nationality identity. Marriage and family. It is very important and simple life that everybody has got right to get married and create or generate his family. 17. The right to your own things. Whatever we possess, Those are our things. We possess the right of that particular thing. Nobody else has to put or poke their noses in our properties or in our belongings. Freedom of thought. This is very important. People differ in their opinions and thinking process does in perceptions as well. So everybody possesses the equal freedom right of thoughts. They can think the way they want. They can express. Freedom of expression gives them authority or power or freedom to express what they think, what they want to say. The right to public assembly. Yes. It is a common human right to get assembled in public. The right to democracy. Yes, we Indians, as our nation, as our political system is based on democracy, for the people, of the people and by the people. So we have right to follow this particular right to democracy. Social security. It is every person's, whether male or female, junior or senior, or anyone, they must get social security. They should not be abandoned or being dominated by any social group. So socially we must be secured for the purpose of better socialization. Workers' rights. This is another human right. Whomsoever is working as a worker or a laborer or an employee, they have certain rights being human beings. Then the right to play. Yes, the right to play. Play here refers to play fair. For sports, for anything, whatever opportunity comes the way. Food and shelter for all. It is a basic right, human right. They must get proper food and shelter. Let there be policies and freedom be given to people to choose their shelters. The right to education. Education is one of the strongest pillars for the nation's growth as well as development or making the country competitive at global level. So the right to education is very important and very basic, which should be protected, supported and followed. Copyright. Here copyright refers to the right of the producer or the intellectual property rights. Those who are creating certain things, they have rights to protect those designs, those patents. Nobody has got right to copy those. They may be prosecuted in case if they do not follow the rule. A fair and free world. Yes, let there be a free and fair world without any unfair means, without any unfair behavior, without any restrictions. Responsibility. We are here talking on the lines of rights. We equal owe certain responsibilities, civic responsibilities. Responsibilities as human being, responsibilities as an Indian nationalist. And the last is no one can take away your human rights. Whatever human rights we have, nobody has got right to disturb in our human rights. That means nobody has got right to intervene or disturb or destroy our human rights. Our human rights will always remain with us. I thank you everybody for patient listening.